everyone! Welcome to episode 34 of the Gilded City 2, The Lost Kingdom. Hope you're excited to join us this time after that incredible cliffhanger we left off at last time, if I do say so myself. If you want to continue following our adventures, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow the podcast, leave us a rating and review for that. Follow us on social media at RollersGuildDND on... We're just committing Threads, Instagram, and TikTok. And
thriving thread account.
Huh?
A thriving thread account.
A thriving thread account. With, at the time of recording, one whole thread. Anyway, but we are not gonna delay any longer. We're gonna go ahead and dive on in this night's episode. Content warning. Ravenloft as a setting can feature disturbing themes and ideas, and while it is never going to be our intention to upset anyone, it is worth noting. Specific tags can be found in the description of this episode. Last time, the party finished their harrowing adventure in Falkovnia. They succeeded in saving Bowmin's friend Diesel, and in the process uncovered the truth behind the zombie attacks on the domain and killed General Drakov, putting an end to the zombie attacks. Though there remains some question of what will happen to the domain without its Dark Lord. After helping their friend Ivan become a frontrunner for the leadership of the domain, the party bid Falkovnia and Bowmin's friend Diesel farewell, before setting off into the mists, heading towards the domain Lamordia. However, something strange happened to them in transit. The entire party was knocked out, and Penny awoke, strapped down in a strange lab, and in Artemis's body. So, that is where we left off. Penny, Artemis,
how is this gonna work?
This is gonna be
awkward. Dr. Mordenheim, I think when I'm referring to you as the DM, I'll just refer to you the way I've always referred to you. So, that way we'll see. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
We're gonna have 3 names.
Yeah.
Our normal character name, our new character name, and then their actual name.
Yeah. Bowmin finally has a middle name.
Dr. Mordenheim has sort of like approached you and is, all up in your business, like poking you and prodding you. She adjusts the sort of thick goggles on her face. Yes, the consciousness transference seems to have been a success. Tell me, what is your name?
Penny Presswell. I'm not doing an English accent. I'm sorry. I can't. It's actually, I can't.
Well,
I can't either.
Well, Penny Presswell, it is an honor to meet you. Conscious, of course, you were found unconscious at the edges of my island, and Well, you and your friends here seemed to be the perfect candidates for my experiments. Yes, yes.
Can I kick? Can I like move my legs?
Nope, they are strapped down as well.
So I can't even like nudge someone next to me to see if they're like alive.
Nope. And in fact, as you're like just trying to like wiggle, see how much give you have, Dr. Mordenheim like pulls a lever and you realize you're on like a metal slab and you're like tilted mostly upright. There, that's better for you, I am sure. Anna, if you could start waking the other patients up, yes? Let's speed along the process here.
What was the experiment? Can you just what was that?
I will explain once you and all your compatriots are awake. Excuse me. And she shuffles off, and you can only kind of turn your head because you realize your head is like you've got a leather band around your forehead, keeping your head strapped down. But you can kind of like see from your peripheral that there are similar like metal slabs on either side of you that Dr. Mordenheim and an assistant also dressed in a lab coat appear to be going over to and waking up your friends. Interestingly, the slab next to you looks like you. That's your body in your peripheral vision. You can see the sight that you see every time you used to look in the mirror. But you're not in it.
Doctor?
Ha! Yes, Penny.
I'm so sorry. I don't know that your experiment worked. I don't know what it was, but I think something went very wrong, actually.
And what makes you say that?
I have a feeling you know what's wrong, and now that I'm saying it, I'm thinking maybe that was the experiment the whole time.
Yes, you might find yourself in an unfamiliar body, but it's okay. You'll get used to it.
Okay.
Slowly, you all start coming to consciousness. Let me just roll to see who we're going next. Bowmin, you come to consciousness and immediately can tell something is wrong. You feel small.
Compact.
You feel compact. You do not feel the weight of your coat. You don't feel the familiar muscles lining your body. You feel small and weak in comparison to how you normally feel. In comparison to how you normally feel. And you realize you are in a gnome's body now as you come more into consciousness and can look around. And as you glance down as best you can with your head strapped in, you realize the clothes you're wearing look an awful lot like what Nyx was wearing.
Huh. That's right. Wait. What's... Don't freak out, Bowmin. Don't freak out.
Calm down. And a woman with auburn hair, lab coat is leaning over you now. This is Dr. Mordenheim's assistant. And she is saying, calm down. The good doctor will explain everything in just a moment. Just hold tight.
What are you giants doing here? What did you do to me?
And she pulls a lever and your own metal slab tilts up. Next up is Nyx. Nyx, as you come to consciousness, you feel weird. Like you feel like you've been stretched out. Similarly,
Did it work?
well, Something worked. As you blink your eyes open, you see the goggles of Dr. Mordenheim sort of staring down at you. Hello, welcome to the land of the living. As you're sort of adjusting in your, shackles on this metal slab as it gets tilted up, you do feel this sort of you feel this warmth sort of centered in the center of your chest. That is not normally there. And you
nice.
sort of are
Cozy.
glancing as best you can in your straps and realize that you seem to not be in your body, and in fact seem to be in Jinarra's body. Oh, you didn't think of that? Oh, you didn't think of that yet? Oh, don't you worry, I thought of that.
Jinarra gets the first good night's sleep she's had.
Jinarra
in
gets the
months.
first good night's
We
sleep
living the
she's had
dream.
in months. Next up, Elina, you come to consciousness and you feel tired? That's weird. You don't sleep.
What?
You're an elf, right? You don't think this is you shouldn't feel tired. As you sort of adjust, you also realize your ears feel weird. Like they just feel off, and it's hard to tell. You realize you're strapped down. The table that you're on sort of is cold and metal, and you're sort of shifting in restraints. As you blink your eyes open, this auburn-haired girl is ratcheting your table to the upright position, and you're sort of glancing around. You see out of the corner of your eye what looks to be Artemis is just kind of staring at you, and you kind of try to look better at yourself, wondering why Artemis would be staring at you. Surely something must be wrong for Artemis to just be staring at you. And you realize that you seem to be in Penny's body.
Well, this is unexpected.
You.
What?
Which one are you?
Elina.
Okay, good.
Wait,
It's. I just want to know. Okay, that's fine.
who's Artemis? What are you?
Me,
Artemis?
Penny.
Oh,
Um,
I figured you would be in my body.
Mm.
Artemis, you come to consciousness as you hear Elina saying, as you hear Penny saying your name. And you feel like, you know how when you've slept for a really long time, you just feel kind of like heavy? That's how you feel as you come to consciousness. But it doesn't fade quickly like it normally would. And you realize the clothes you're in are scratchy, and also you think you're wearing like full plate armor, which you definitely have never worn before. And you blink your eyes open and sort of adjust your jaw, and as you do, you feel the scrape of tusks across your upper lip.
Everything hurts.
And as you say that, Bowmin's voice comes out of your mouth.
The fuck is in my throat?
Dr. Mordenheim is ratcheting your table up. And so you see this like strange woman with like thick goggles and a long like stained lab coat on. She says, "A little confusion is to be expected. I'll explain in a moment."
Who the fuck are you?
Dr. Mordenheim. And Artemis, you realize there's nothing in your throat. You are a half-orc. specifically a familiar half-orc. You are now Bowmin. And lastly, Jinarra, you awake, and the first thing you've noticed is the backs of your ears touching a cold metal table, which is unusual. As you sort of try to like shift around, you feel different. You know what divine energy feels like because of your specific Warlock pact. But for some reason, that divine energy is a lot stronger than you're used to right now. Fills your whole body, but it is tinged around the edges with a different flavor almost than you're used to. And as you sort of blink your eyes open and you stare up at the rafters above you, you see a raven perched up there, staring down at you, tilting its head, seemingly confused.
Hello. Oh,
And you realize you're in Elina's body as your table is ratcheted up by Dr. Mordenheim's assistant. Dr. Mordenheim comes to stand in front of all of you. Her assistant stands like slightly behind her. Good morning to you all. How are you doing?
What the fuck happened?
It's a great, excellent question. You all were found unconscious at the edge of my island here. Freezing cold. You were on the verge of death. By the goodness in my heart, of course, I had you brought back here to my laboratory, and I healed you. But I don't do such a thing for free, and I just figured, hey, good opportunity to test out something that I've been working on for a while.
Put it back. Put us back.
Don't you need consent for experiments?
I did not sign any paperwork.
That is not how we do things here at Lamordia. No. You all have undergone an experiment a procedure called the personality or consciousness transfer. Your consciousness, your personality, has been transplanted into a different body. It's astounding, a scientific feat. I had long theorized that the personality was merely certain arrangements of electrical signals in the brain, and so I just figured out whose electrical signal was whose and transferred you across. And it worked!
That is incredibly amazing. What would be even more amazing would be if you put it back. A true scientific feat.
Yes, that would be a good thing to do. But I'm really I want to make sure that there are no side effects to the procedure, as it were. So I want to make sure you all have a chance to sort of experience some time in the new body. And also, I do have a little problem that needs solving, and despite the fact that you all were unconscious when I found you, you look like quite capable adventurers. So perhaps you can test run the new bodies, the procedure, and also solve the task for me. And then I can put you back in your original bodies.
How about we do it with the bodies we're familiar in, so that
that would
we
be
know
more
how to do the job correctly.
Yes, but you see, I worry that you may not do the job if I do that. Consider it collateral.
Wait, you mentioned we're in Lamordia.
Yes.
What job
Welcome.
do you need done?
Well, I'm so glad you asked that. I am a scientist, and I need all sorts of materials for my experiments. Specifically, I am having some special ores mined out of a mine called Scardamp Mine. Shipments of that ore have stopped recently, so, I simply need you to go down there, figure out why they stopped, solve whatever that problem may be, or provide some new encouragement to the miners, and get us back on schedule.
So if we do that, you'll switch us back.
Yes, and as I say, perfect chance to test run and make sure the experiment is 100% a success. Now, I'm not just going to let you go away for a few days and then come back and say, oh, hey, the shipment should begin soon. I need proof that you have solved whatever problem it is at the mine. So.
Okay, can we get that down on paper?
Also, can we talk about it?
Okay,
talk about-
also, what are you gonna do for us if we do this? Just put us back in our bodies. That's what we get.
Yes, I should think that should be a sufficient reward.
And how do we know that you know how to do that to put us back?
Well,
I
put
understand. No, I understand that you put us in here this time. But how do you know that you can reverse it? I've seen a lot of magic in my time. Nothing like this.
Well, hold on now. I want to be very clear. I am not a magician. What I do is science.
Okay. Hold up there. Calm
And
down.
to answer your question, the procedure will work the same way it worked the first time. It's simply a matter of isolating your consciousness signals, putting them into a holding pattern, and then transferring it into the new body, or the original body in this case.
Can we have a minute?
Can you
I'm
let
gonna-
us out first?
I will release you once we've agreed to terms, but I can give you a minute here. You know what? I'll even be nice. Anna, let's circle them up. And so they wheel your tables around, which you now realize are on wheels, so that you're in a circle, so that you can all see each other. All right. We will step aside and allow you to discuss amongst yourselves for a minute.
Who's me?
Yeah, who the fuck is in my body?
Okay,
I-
one at a time. Let's
Okay.
go
Okay.
at a time.
Okay, so
I'm
Penny's in my
Nyx.
body.
I'm Bowmin.
Oh,
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Elina here?
Jinarra.
I hope you had some rest. You feel a little better?
Yes, I do feel very rested. Is this how you feel all the time? I have nightmares and I am never rested.
Oh no. Do
Uh,
I have nightmares or do you still get them?
We're gonna fix this before
I
anyone.
don't know.
Who the fuck is in my
Penny.
body?
It's me. It's Artie.
why am I so
Oh
tired?
God.
Yeah, I know. I'm pissed about it too.
Hey.
Hold on. Can I just muscle my way the fuck out of this?
Make an athletics check.
Athletics. 25.
You actually are able to pull your arms free of the restraints.
Whoa!
Must be nice.
Okay.
You can try.
Penny,
Nyx.
you click your heels.
Who are you talking to?
Yeah,
Wait.
who the fuck are you talking to?
Who is in Artemis?
I think it would be easiest if we just referred to each other as who we know each other as.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
we're gonna change name. Our bodies will change. I mean, nobody here knows us, so we could very easily just
I
switch
already
names.
told the doctor that my name was Penny Presswell.
There we go.
Can I?
Well, we can't
undo
have two
restraints?
pennies running around.
Yeah, you can now undo the other
I'm gonna
restraints.
start
They're
getting
like
myself
leather buckled straps.
Do you want to get the rest of us out?
Yeah. We're gonna crowbar.
You don't even need it. They're just leather
How's the bar?
straps, so you can just undo them.
Already uses the crowbar anyway.
Already uses the
I wanna
crowbar.
make sure these
Excited to
things
be
are
Bowmin.
broken.
As you're sort of unstrapping everyone, the door to the room opens. You haven't really had a chance to look around the room, but as you like look towards the door, you see it's a large chamber with all sorts of like closer to the door. You see all sorts of materials and vials and beakers and bubbling liquids, and also like Tesla coils and electrical arcs all over the place. And as you even glance up at the ceiling, you see rafters, but then like hanging down from the center of sort of this like sharply peaked ceiling in here is a strange contraption that lets out the occasional burst of electricity. As the door opens, you see Dr. Mordenheim and her assistant enter the room.
Hey, shitbag.
Dr. Mordenheim sighs. Of course you would get that to some shenanigans. And then coming into the room behind her and her assistant are two hulking mechanical creatures with steam sort of puffing out of the back. And then sitting atop their bodies where the heads would be are brains in glass jars suspended in liquid.
No thanks.
Do we have our weapons?
I'm not going to you don't have your weapons.
Okay.
We didn't say we're not gonna do it. We just have a thing we have to talk with our hands.
Yes.
These two are simply here for assurance, that's all. I'm sure we can still come to an arrangement here. I just wasn't expecting you to unstrap yourselves before we came to an agreement.
We're still talking.
No, we were trying to figure out who is who. We hadn't
Yes.
actually gotten to the
That took like
whole
5 minutes.
discussion part.
Well, I'll leave these two in here with you
Thank you.
then. And she and Anna step out of the room and close the door again. But the two hulking, steam-powered machines stay.
Right. So if there's a fight in here and whatever machinery gets destroyed, we can't swap back.
Correct.
I mean, it's a mine. How hard could it be?
Right? Like, so if I remember correctly, Dr. Doofenshmirtz over here is
Mordenheim?
Dr. Mordenheim over here is the big bad of Lamordia. So I'm kind of thinking that the mines maybe aren't up to code per se. But I really don't see how we switch back without doing this. Also, she didn't really say what the whole like verification thing was going to be, because like if it's bring back a head, no thanks.
I figured we could just
we've got
bring
a
back
couple of
more.
those lying around.
True. So I would like to hear what we have to do to prove ourselves.
I also don't love the idea that we're all going to be knocked out again. I would feel more comfortable if perhaps some of us were awake.
Like she did it in rotation, like
Take
when
turns, just in case she's up to no good.
yeah, this is really weird here. And no, I guess yeah. I'm like, I know that it's you, Jinarra, but also like you sound like Elina.
It's
You
very
look
weird
like
to
Elina.
hear my own voice right now. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't sound like myself.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
seriously, guys, if anyone's doing major illusion or some kind of joke right now, we get it and you gotta drop it now. I'm serious.
I do get that would be something I would do, but no.
Okay, number
This is
2. Elina? Do we have,
Me.
I mean, Jinarra, I mean, Elina's
No.
body. Do we have like a switch back spell? Maybe?
What?
Like a switch bodies back? Is that a spell?
I'm assuming
was-
not, right, Elina?
I don't think I know of anything like that.
Right.
The
Never
doctor
mind.
lady was also very adamant that this was not magic.
Yeah, if
That's
this was something physically done to us, I don't know that I would know the magic to reverse it. I think we would have to figure out whatever scientific process that she used.
Okay. Okay.
So, I think our only option really is just to do what the good doctor says. So,
Okay.
Yeah,
We
let's-
could in cooperation, we could try to figure out if there's any way that we could do it ourselves to switch back.
I mean,
If we find out that the mine situation really is
I've seen Nyx do
horrible?
amazing things in this body with technology, so I could probably figure it out.
I'm just letting you know right now, before I switch, no idea how to undo this.
Okay, that plan's out the window.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, if it's science, it must be written down somewhere. Is that not how?
Yeah,
I mean, Nyx would know better than the rest of us.
probably. I don't feel very good at finding things right now.
However, I will say we are, dropping my voice, looking for someone here. And if they set us out with the intention that we're going to come back and they trust us to leave and then come back, we can maybe doing some investigative work on where he might be.
True.
Yeah. Better than if we were to switch back now and then we're on the run being hunted the whole time.
Yeah, if we play along and
Seems
everything
like the best
does
bet.
work,
Right.
then as things stand now, if we keep it in our minds, let's not make a shit show of things and then we can stick around.
It's so weird. I cannot get over hearing my voice out of it's like an echo. It's like kind of like, oh, weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, this might be my actual worst nightmare.
You got an upgrade. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay.
You're in
Also,
the best shape.
this
of all.
whole time, Penny's been standing like this, so she's not touching any part of Artemis' body.
I think since Bowman's been free, he's just been like swaying his very light, smaller arms, just being like, how depth perception does this work? Okay.
Also, weapons. We need our weapons back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
we should find out where those are. Okay.
Uh,
Well, maybe they'll give them back if we
Dr.
agree.
Mordenheim!
Door
Yo!
opens again.
Oh, okay.
You were like standing right there the entire time, weren't you?
This is my laboratory. I can stand where I want to stand.
And you heard everything?
I heard you called my name, and so I came back into the room.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Insight check.
Make an insight check.
Probably heard it. Well, his name would come
11.
Who knows?
My insight was not
Wait,
good.
how does luck work?
You can
Oh my god. I'm gonna burn it.
Wait,
burn up
no.
all
a
the
certain
luck
number
points.
of luck points you can spend to reroll.
I'm not gonna re-roll it on this, but I did just
Nyx
remember
is-
that that's a thing.
I believe you have
Nyx
three
blows
levels,
through
you
luck
can
in a
either
minute.
Reroll or force somebody else to reroll.
Okay. I found it.
I recommend not using it for anything intelligence based with Jinarra.
Fair enough.
So,
What?
We have
what-
some questions,
Yeah.
but we're interested.
excellent. I thought you might be.
Yeah.
What proof do we need to bring back from the mine that we fixed everything?
Well, a letter from the head of the mine would certainly suffice.
Who
Who's
is
the head of the mine?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
And
not
if
just a
they've
head
been
in a
killed,
jar,
she
right?
turns. I don't think it's a head in the jar. She turns to Anna and says, "Who's the head of Skardamp mine currently?" Anna says, "That would be Albrecht. Albrecht Hartman. Hartman, yes, Albrecht
And
Hartman."
if something has happened and they are dead, another option might be.
Proof of killing any creatures that may have invaded the mine, perhaps.
All right.
Could we bring back ore?
You see, you could just find ore and then just bring me a chunk of ore back.
Okay, have you seen us in the last 5 minutes? We're not we don't know where to find ore that's not a mine.
Make a
We
persuasion
don't even know what
check.
bodies we're in.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, what?
A persuasion check.
Hold on.
You're good at these.
You're good at this
Plus-
now.
I think you're plus 15.
Oh my god, but my rolls. 17. I got rolled a 2.
It's still Penny after all.
see
You can
Dr.
take the dice
Mordenheim
out of the
consider
character,
it.
but you can't take the character out of the dice.
Very well, but it needs to be sufficient. Let's say no chunk of ore smaller than any of your heads.
Bigger than which head? Nyx.
Yeah.
Bigger than Nyx.
Nyx's Nick that head?
You mean my head?
Nyx's body's head.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be exact. I just need roughly head size or larger. Yes.
Great. Do we have any idea of what kind of creatures we might be getting into? Do you have any sort of inkling?
Unsure. There are all sorts of dangerous creatures that roam the frozen moors, and
Beautiful.
Frozen.
So
could be a risk.
we
Also,
would be getting our weapons back because
on your way
took
out,
them
we
from
will
us.
give you your items back.
And maybe anything that might help us on the journey to spare. This is in your best interest, after all.
I will supply you a map of the domain, and you will also be given transport to Ludendorff, the nearest city, where you can make use of their markets to equip yourselves with whatever you think would be most beneficial.
And how long do we have?
Oh, take as much time as you need. Frankly, the longer you take, the more I can learn about this little procedure.
Have you ever done this before?
I have successfully done it with small animals, but this is the first successful consciousness transfer of humanoids.
So you don't know if there are any like side effects?
No, that's why you're going out on the test run.
Cool.
And you'll know about the side effects how? Will
You'll report
someone
back to
be
me.
If we make it.
how?
You'll come back here. You'll need to come back here to.
And if we don't, because we die on the way.
Well, I can find out.
Were the small animals put back in their bodies?
Yes.
How did you know they were in their real bodies?
Insight check, please.
Make an insight check. I knew they were in their real bodies because when you put a mouse into when you put a mouse's mind, right, into the body of a bird, it can't fly because it doesn't know how to fly. It's not smart enough to figure out how to fly.
Wait, So
But we are
If I
smarter than birds and mice.
But you are smarter than birds and mice, so you should be able to adjust just fine. What was your
Yeah,
insight
thanks.
check?
5.
5.
we really,
Also
really can't read it.
Great.
Nobody who did.
We should have took the time and like sent each other's dice out.
Yeah.
Mailed
Yeah.
Mailed dice to each other.
Is there anything with just us? Is there anything else information wise that we want from this doodad? Doodad?
Where can we have some warm clothes and transportation?
We got warm clothes.
We get
on-
transportation.
We did just get warm clothes.
Yeah, before we left.
Right.
And you will get transportation as far as Ludendorff, she said, which is the nearest city
to where we are or where the mine is.
to where you.
I do have one more question.
Yes.
If some of us unfortunately die on this, in your
Yeah.
skill set, do you believe you would still be able to swap us all back and make this better? And then we could report back.
That's an interesting
Or
question.
could you revive any dead party members?
Like,
Bet you
Or
can't.
if we
This-
brought the bodies back, would you be able to get the consciousness out of those?
depends on how long the body's been dead, but
But also,
would not
how
be
would
the
that
first
work,
corpse
guys?
I
Because then,
brought to life.
if she can't, oh, nobody die.
Yeah, we just won't figure out that part. Thank you so much. I really want to hit you, but we have an agreement. And
Yes,
in this
we do.
body, it would fucking hurt.
I know you are a large lad. Very well. Anna and
Lad.
our bodyguards here will escort you out of the tower, get you your equipment back, and see you to the boat to Ludendorff.
Hey,
Um,
Artemis, can you come down here? Come down to my level real quick. I got something to say to you.
Yeah, I can, except all of my joints are fucking arthritic.
Yeah,
Give me
Have
a
fun.
second.
have fun with that. Oh, you can't run fast? Oh, get used to it.
Ugh.
Okay.
Ah,
Yeah. Yeah,
what?
get real close. All right, I'm gonna unarmed strike Bowmin. Bowman's body.
Go for it.
What are
Uh,
we doing?
Oh, just something I've been wanting to do for a long
You
time.
wanna hit yourself?
What are you trying to hit yourself?
Well, I mean,
21.
do we need to talk
21?
about something?
I believe does hit.
Okay, great. You take two unarmed strikes.
2?
Just 2.
Bowman, have you wanted me to hit you, or have you
No.
wanted to hit you?
This is just
Or you want to hit Artemis?
it's kind of like 2 birds in 1 stone because it's Artemis in my body, so it's more like a self-loathing thing, but also, yeah.
You want to talk about something, bud?
No, I'm
Um,
good. This is actually very therapeutic.
At this
Okay.
point, Anna clears her throat. If the kind patients would follow me,
Which one of us is the kind patient?
All
Anna,
of
how much
us?
are you getting paid here?
as you are you
Don't
following
speak.
her or are you staying still as you ask that?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm walking towards her.
Okay. So as you like exit the room, start going down this like long, narrow, spiraling staircase, which appears to be the outside stone wall of a tower. She says, "Oh, I'm a university student. I am having the privilege of studying under Dr. Mordenheim, and that is payment enough."
Okay.
Unpaid intern.
I hate to say it, Anna, but I feel like you could do so much better.
Nonsense. All of the best inventions of this realm were developed by Dr. Mordenheim. This is the best place to advance my own studies.
Putting people
Thanks.
in other people's body. It's God's work. I know. That's crazy. Really good stuff. Really good stuff, Anna.
Please continue And you're led down this spiraling staircase. At one moment, you pass like just sort of an open like windows hole in the outer wall of this stone tower. And you feel this like freezing cold draft of wind come in through it. And you're able to see just barely that this tall tower seems to be built atop a equally, if not taller, cliff, which overlooks a tumultuous sea. And you can see sort of gray waters, all sorts of waves and foam, and then also an equally gray sky and a few snowflakes drifting in the air. You are eventually led to the bottom of the tower, where you see is sort of a unkept entry room of some sort, entry hall. There seem to be like boots and coats just sort of strewn about here. The steam powered assistants pull out retrieve a locked chest. Anna opens it up, and they hand you guys your equipment back.
Wait, Jinarra, what did you normally have? I think we just spend like 5 minutes
Yeah.
sorting
Sorting out.
That's not mine. That's
Wait.
not mine.
Wait,
Nyx, you had how many daggers?
Oh, I think I had like 10?
I
Between 6 and
absolutely,
10.
10. Dang.
I
think-
absolutely grab my gun. That's not a habit, and then go, Elina. Well, in my body.
I
yeah,
think Bowmin
I think-
instinctually goes to grab his crowbar, and he goes, "Oh my god, never mind."
I think even though like Alina's seen Penny using the gun,
Yeah.
it's still kind of foreign to her.
Yeah.
I have a little slot for it on like my little belt by my skirts, and you want to hold it really gentle. And every night I like to kind of brush it like 100 times, and I say goodnight to it and how much I love it. And that brings me good luck. And if I don't do that, then everyone here will die.
So would you like to continue, or you want me to do that now since I'm
Well, you have
You-
all. If I shot a gun, it wouldn't be as much as if you use it because of you gotta. It's like a heavy hitter. Yeah.
I think you're gonna have to help me
Yeah.
understand this. It's
And you can. Yeah.
it's strange.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna like put it in the holster
Oh.
like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're natural. And don't
Yeah,
drop
I'm
it.
just gonna leave that there.
If you
for-
drop it, you have to kiss
up.
it 3 times.
Handguns are holstered,
Okay.
the rifle slung on its sort of band over the shoulder, as best as Elina could figure out to do in Penny's body. There is the front doors open, and a hunched man sort of enters and says, I got word from Dr. Mordenheim that you had people going to Ludendorff. Anna says, yes, if you could provide passage, the payments will be arranged as normal. Igor. Very good, very good. Well, if you all would follow me down to the docks. Yes. And with that, you are led out of the castle. You are handed a map on your way out. I will send you. So you're given a map as you leave the castle, and this gentleman, Igor, leads you down this narrow path. Once you look at the map, your current location is on the right side of the map, and you're in Schloss Mordenheim.
And where are we going again?
Not the Sea of
Ludendorff.
Secrets.
You're going the Isle of Igor?
Ludendorff is where you're going via boat, and then you need to get to Scardampf Mine.
Okay.
Um,
God.
so anyway, you are led down a narrow path and then to the edge of the cliff where you see a rickety, steep wooden staircase zigzagging back and forth down to the bottom of this easily 100-foot tall cliff, if not more. Watch your step. Some of the steps are a little rotted from the cold seawater. Yes. Right this way. Come.
Okay, great.
Long boat voyage to Ludendorff. In these waters, anyway.
How long will this take?
Oh, couple of hours to get
Oh,
to
good.
Ludendorff. You are led down to the bottom of the cliff, walking slowly. No one plummets their deck, but the stairs creak and sag, especially under you, Artemis Bowmin.
I'm clunky as hell.
Yeah, I kind of love not, feeling like I'm gonna fall through these steps. This is great.
You eventually reach the bottom where you see this small. I would describe it to be most similar to, for a frame of reference that most of you would be familiar with. Sorry, Elina. It's about the size of a tugboat from Waterdeep. It's got sort of a smokestack in the center of it. You all load on. This Igor guy goes into that cabin. You hear him messing with machinery. There's a puff of smoke from the smokestack, and the boat begins to lurch forward in the water. And everyone hold tight, and I would recommend staying away from the water. The ocean spray is quite cold. Yes, we will arrive in Ludendorff as soon as this old boat can make it. Yes. The journey by sea feels like it takes forever, but unless anybody has anything they want to do while on the water, we can cut ahead to your arrival at Ludendorff.
Can we just say that we have conversations? I would like to talk with Jinarra, Elina, to
Yeah, you can all talk amongst yourselves. We can say you all talk amongst yourselves, try to give each other a crash course on how to use your stuff. Yeah, that's fine.
I also, while we are on the boat, when Artemis in Bowman's body is not looking, I want to take out the spooky sword, and I just want to look at it a little bit and see, because Penny's terrified of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to make sure it doesn't kill me when I touch it.
Nope, the sword responds, as you pull out the sword, you actually feel a warmth in the hilt. A comfortable warmth.
Don't like that. That's cursed. And I'm going to put it away, and I'm not going to think about it.
Okay. You see, as you approach Ludendorff, before you even see the city, you see the smog cloud produced by the city. The sky overhead darkens to near pitch black from acrid smoke that you can smell even over the cold, salty sea air. You eventually arrive closer to the city, and you can see towering smokestacks and steep roofs and high walls surrounding this city of metal. As you as you come into the docks, you see they are a maze of docks and warehouses, and you see that the small boat that you're in, is dwarfed by the much larger vessels with huge, sharp pointed bows, clearly made to break apart ice in the cold water. You see a huge steam-powered cranes lifting cargo out of these vessels. And by cargo, I mostly mean whale carcasses. You see, as you pull in, actually, you pass right by a boat as a crane is lifting the body of this humongous white whale with all sorts of harpoons embedded into its blubber as it is removed from the ship that brought it in. You are pulled up to the dock by Igor, who says, "Welcome to Ludendorff. Yes, you can find just right up that way, the entrance to the city proper." And he points towards the base of the wall where you can see sort of open gates, open metal gates, and a slew of people just coming in and out, cargo getting moved into the city proper, people leaving the city, dock workers, all that sort of thing. Enjoy your stay, and when you are ready to return to Schloss Mordenheim, just ask around the docks for Igor. They could tell you where I am, yes. And I could take you back to the good doctor.
Cool.
Thank you.
You debark from his boat. He ties it up very quickly and then nods at all of you and leaves up the docks towards somewhere else. His home, a bar,
What do we want to do first? We're in the city we're supposed to be in. Find the wizard.
Yeah, maybe we can ask.
I would rather talk to the wizard when we are ourselves, if possible.
What are you afraid he's gonna say something in your body that's gonna embarrass you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Jesus. Okay. I think we should definitely ask about any rumors that might be going about the mine. Maybe people, I know it's far away, but maybe people know weird things.
What time of day is it?
It is difficult to tell with how smoggy the sky is.
Just like home.
But it is somehow even smoggier than Waterdeep. But you would guess it's probably early afternoon.
If we're planning on staying around this area, perhaps we should also secure some lodging.
Yeah.
As you're talking and approaching the main gates of the city, you see a man, very pale skin, stark white hair, and then a large white handlebar mustache, approaches you all and says, "Hello there, you all look like newcomers to Ludendorff. Welcome to our fine city. As you enter our fine city, if you want to make a quick gold piece, are any of you interested in selling your flesh rights?"
Our what?
Your flesh rights.
This isn't even my own flesh, so I'm
Now, hold on. I am interested in this.
I'm gonna pick up Artemis and walk away.
But as you're starting to say that, he follows you and says, "Well, flesh rights, very easy. You fill out this contract. I give you a whole gold piece. And you just agree that when you die, your body gets handed over to the university."
That goes against my religion. Thank you. Goodbye.
What are you going to use your body for when you're dead?
No, thank you.
I have plans.
Okay.
All right. Well, if you change your mind, just head on over to Ludendorff University. They are always looking for people willing to sell their flesh rights. Have a good day.
as-
Enjoy
I
your
want
stay.
that on a shirt. Ludendorff University, we're always looking for people to sell their flesh rights.
As we walk away, I'm gonna be like, Penny, we're not selling each other's bodies.
Listen, would this not
Whether
be
they're
the ultimate
dead-
prank?
Whether they're
I'm
dead or
still
not.
carrying you.
My God, you honestly, you're turning into Artemis, Penny.
God, do not say that. Just because I'm in the fancy clothes and I have the spooky sword does not mean that I am Artemis.
Just we can
Well-
sell our bodies back in Waterdeep. I'd rather get home.
Wait, she does have the spooky sword. Since I'm all magical now, can I tell if the sword is responding to her the same way it would Artemis?
I mean, you guys could go off to the side and run an experiment on that if you wanted to, but it's, you can't tell just by like glancing at it.
That sounds like a later tonight thing to figure out.
Okay.
Artie, you can't carry me this whole time.
Surprisingly, I can. It's kind of great.
Bowmin, however, if you get tired, because I know you will, Artemis, you have to carry him.
Yeah, Nyx, I'm surprised that you haven't complained about walking through snow because it's up
We
to
haven't
my
done that.
It's up to my
much.
navel right now.
We honestly have not done walking through snow very much. So I'm very glad to have longer legs right now. Apologies.
Yeah. Hey, imposter Bowmin. Can you can we get a haze here to get me a little bit more elevation?
Here, boy.
You can cast Find Greater Steed and summon haze.
Holy shit,
Oh.
that worked. Why didn't I just start doing that?
I'm telling you, magic words. You all spend so much time on rituals and algorithms and things. You just say the right words.
I do want to do an insight check on Hayes because if Bowman's connection to Hayes is psychological.
I'm also curious about that.
Hayes seems to be responding to the person that is supposedly you.
Wow,
Oh.
betrayed
The
by
body.
your own
Yeah,
best
that's
friend.
It was still your body that cast the spell.
Okay. True Bowman takes 500 points of psychological damage. Just realizing that.
As you fully make it through the gate area, no one really stops you as you're entering the city. You emerge into a winding maze of streets going between cramped apartment buildings and shops and huge factories that seem to loom over all of the other buildings. You see the snow that was sort of piled up along the edges of the sort of exterior dock areas is more or less just a slush in the streets here, and you see these grates in the street that let out this like warm steam and also smell horrible, but seem to keep the streets relatively warm. You are in Ludendorff proper, so you may all do whatever you want to do. You can go shopping, you can try to go find a place to stay, you can ask around about whatever you want. This is a proper city. This is not like the last city you were in, which had basically nothing in terms of services. This is a real city. So you can do what you would expect to be able to do in a settlement.
Do we want to split up with some people asking about the mine and other people securing lodging and travel? I assume we're not
Yep.
gonna walk, right? I'm not walking.
I
Artemis-
walk.
Down.
Sorry, yeah.
Artemis, why don't you, because I know for a fact that you put a lot of gold in my portable hole. Why don't we go and get, transportation all set up?
All right. Hold up. Where is Jinarra? Who's in
Do you
Which
do you
Jinarra?
need Jinarra's
real
body?
Jinarra?
That's
Yes.
Awesome. Hey, could you? I think you and Real Penny would be real nice together. Just to look after one another.
Han, do you trust me with your body?
No.
I've kept myself alive, and that was really hard to do for 19 years.
You just tried to sell me.
That
That
was
is a good point.
funny joke, and also for science and the good of mankind.
Do you think they have that on their slogan T-shirt? Like, Ludendorff University, we'll buy your flesh rights.
God, I hope they do, and if they do, I'm wearing a shirt, and God, Artemis is wearing it for the rest of the day.
All right. Anyway,
Penny, would you like to go ask around with me?
Yeah, I guess. I'm not happy about it, though. I don't need a babysitter.
I'm not your babysitter. Also, I have no idea what I'm doing either in this body. So, you're very smart. You're very good at talking to people, and if anything, you're babysitting me right now. Let's go.
I do kind of feel like really charismatic right now, so I feel like I'm on top of the world. I can convince anyone of anything.
it's a very dangerous skill. Use it well.
All right, so our teams then are. I'm gonna just use your player name for a minute here. Matt and Sam are going to try to figure out the best transportation to Scardown's mine.
Yep.
Eva and Zuzu are
This is so hard.
asking around about rumors.
Yep.
Okay. And then Kyra and Kelly, what are the two of you doing?
I guess we could try to find somewhere to stay. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Ori just
Okay.
jumped on top of my bookshelf.
Oh.
I gotta go. I'm sorry.
No worries.
The cats
Oh
are
my
wild
God.
in Ludendorff.
Cats are wild.
I mean, we could go find lodging if
Okay.
Matt and Sam are gonna go find transportation, and then I was
Or if
really
they're
trying
doing-
to.
Lodging, transport, rumors.
Yep.
Right.
Or you could also go shopping if there's anything we need, because we did get colder coats
We got cold
and
weather
stuff,
clothes.
but
Maybe
do we need anything
potions?
else? Healing
Maybe
potion?
maybe I'll also ask about the route to the mine, like as we're going, and just see if we need mountain climbing gear or anything like that.
If people are selling their flesh rights, if people are selling their flesh rights for 1 gold, I would imagine some of the other goods here probably don't cost very much.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, Artemis, I think you could wield some good deals. If you look inside your second left breast pocket, there should be a stash of gold in there.
What?
Use it well as an apology for calling you a lot of names under my breath while I was carrying you.
Okay, also, I have a quick question. I'm looking at the money here. Is this
Mhm.
all the money you
On me.
have? Okay.
I also own an estate back home.
I know, but it's not really as much as I was expecting.
Yeah, I'm not gonna carry any more than 12,000 on me at a time.
Okay, well, I don't know. I'm just underwhelmed, I guess.
Penny, how much money do you have on you?
I have like 15,000 gold, I feel like.
I don't even remember how much gold I
But
have.
also, I don't trust banks anymore after they foreclosed on
Fair
my house,
enough.
so I have
I think
everything.
it
we
was
all
taken
got.
over by a dragon and all that shit.
Okay,
Great.
so we're good?
We meet back. Is this a noticeable square where we're at?
Sure. Yeah, you can say you arrived at a square.
We meet back here in 1 hour. Who has message?
Not me anymore.
I suppose I do?
Bowmin,
Yes.
you have message.
I have message.
You have message.
Do I have message?
We actually did it. We split up the party with everyone who has message.
Incredible.
Sick.
Incredible.
We should keep it
Oh
this.
yeah.
Oh, I have message.
Perfect. Now you just have to remember who is who right now. As you split it up this way.
Wait, if we're
This
gonna
is the
use
hardest-
message, do
this is
I
the hardest
message?
big bad we've ever had.
Do I message like to the mind, or do I message to the person?
You message
Oh,
it's too much to keep track of.
Ah.
I'm sorry.
you-
So
you
like,
kn-
if I
you-
wanted
you-
to message,
You are guaranteed to get it to the person you're trying to get it to. That's how we'll say it, okay?
As long as we're within a certain radius.
Well,
of each
if
other.
it's sending,
You
it's
point your finger toward
but
a
if it's
creature
message,
within range. So you point to the person, yeah, the body.
yeah, that's what we'll go with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Artemis,
All
keep
right.
my face pretty.
You all
Don't take care of myself?
I'm just saying, in a fight, just duck.
Oh.
Protect the money.
Oh my god.
Well, we're not going to be getting into any fights.
you all
Whatever.
split off into your groups. Let's go let's go Matt and Sam first.
Who's what characters are those? Is that these
Nyx and
NPCs?
Bowmin or / Artemis and Bowmin, depending on
Either way, Bowmin.
Either way, Bowmin.
We're all Bowmin.
Everyone's Bowmin. So
Unless you're Xehanort.
first up is two of you looking for transportation. Go ahead and make me your choice. You can either both roll once or one of you can roll with advantage. But either like investigation check to like snoop around to figure out like who you might need to ask about it, or a persuasion check to like schmooze.
What?
To figure out.
Do we want to do one of each? You do investigation, I'll do persuasion.
Yeah, we could do that. Nyx does have a plus 12 for investigation, so
Yeah. That
all
feels
right, yeah,
good.
let's do that. Ooh.
Nyx is about to accomplish so much in her life.
Nyx got a 22.
22. Okay.
Bowmin got a 25.
25. Easily enough, by both asking around and just generally snooping, you the two of you find your way to a tiny little like sliver of a building crammed onto the end of a street that says above the door Lamordia Transportation Authority. As you enter, you like this very narrow sort of room. There's sort of a desk at the other end, and a gnome sort of clambers up on top of the counter and says, "Hello, welcome to the Lamordia Transportation Authority. How can I help you today?"
I like to think whenever Bowmin in Nyx's body is still trying to duck underneath doorways.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I probably hit my head a couple times.
yeah. You
Uh,
bonk your head on the door frame.
Oh, fucking shit. Right.
Hey, so we're gonna do some traveling up towards the mountains. Do you got anything for that?
I'm sorry. You must not be from around here. People don't usually travel to the mountains.
We're a very special kind of folk. There are 6 of us, actually.
I see.
What would you recommend?
Where in the mountains in particular there? The Sleeping Beast is a large area after all.
There is a mine.
There are multiple mines. I need a little bit more.
We're heading to one of those.
Great, very helpful. What mine?
I certainly wish I was being more helpful. I don't remember the name because I was having a moment. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, we're having a hard day.
It's
Could you
like
just
the
list? Could you like
Scarsdale-
list off all the names out there? Oh, it's something called Scarfendam, something like that.
Scarf of the Damned. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah.
that one.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, you have sort of 2 options, of course. It would certainly be faster to travel overland. However, potentially more dangerous. The moors and the forests are, hazardous territory to travel by. But you could, of course, make the trip there overland. There are no overland roads. Most of the travel here between the major settlements is not overland, but no roads to Skardamp mine, but you could travel overland. You would head west along the coast and then turn south to get to the mine. Your other option would be to travel by water. You could take the sea to the mouth of the river and then follow the river south until you get to Lorelei Falls. You'd have to get off the boat from there, but there is likely a trail from Lorelei Falls to Skardamp Mine. After all, they need to transport out the ore, as it were. So,
All right. What kind of boat you got there? I mean, my friend here is quite the sailor, so.
Oh boy.
If you don't own a boat, you would have to ask for available boat captains, which shuffles papers behind the counter. Here's a listing of boat captains for hire in the area. So there you have that.
Cool.
Are there any you would recommend? Particularly talented, notable, ones to avoid?
Let's say that you don't trust a lot of people, and this is like the one that you trust.
I see what you are getting at. I would recommend the boat captain Garehouse. They are reliable, though a little bit more expensive. If you're looking for a cheap deal, there is, of course, Christoph. Christoph is cheap, and has an at least 40% success rate on his voyages. So, pretty good. And I would say also to avoid the boat captain Igor. He's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the going rate of the expensive dude?
Yeah, Garrett.
I think it was George.
Sorry, there's like a lot of wax on my ears.
Garehouse.
That's hair, buddy. That's hair.
Why don't you shave it?
I'm a little confused.
Sorry.
Tell me about it, bud.
Garehouse Well, for that voyage, I would say Gearhouse would probably charge somewhere in the 200 gold pieces range.
Oh, that's for just the voyage, and that's everybody included.
Yes, I would assume so.
Wow. Seems like that will be out of our price range.
Hmm.
Well, good to know.
Well, you have that contact sheet, so you can reach out to any of the boat captains on that list.
Great. What was your name again? Sorry.
Oh, I didn't give you my name. I apologize. That is rude of me. You can call me Eldon.
Eldon. Great. Nice to meet you. I'm Nice to meet you.
Really great to meet you. We very much appreciate it.
Best
Yeah.
of luck. Don't die out on the frozen moors, eh? And if you do, make sure you sell your flesh rights first.
Okay.
Is it worth it?
I don't know if it's worth it.
No.
Well, as they say, bodies are cheap in the Lamordia.
I don't like that slogan. It doesn't really roll off the tongue. Anyways, hey, thanks for your help. We're gonna get lunch, so
Oh my god, yeah, I'm starving.
There's a tavern around the corner. You can't miss it. It just says tavern above the door. They serve good food. So
great. My friend here, we need to talk. So let's go and confer what we're gonna do.
Oh yeah. Yep. Good day.
you leave Transportation Authority.
All right. Well, we've got like 45 minutes. I don't have a watch there. We've got like 45 minutes or something to kill.
Yeah. Hey, right before, after we killed the general, you said that we didn't really get a chance to talk about that. You said that I would be in trouble or we would have to talk if it didn't work out.
Oh, you're wanting to.
Yeah, no, I've been stewing on that since that because we haven't actually really talked since then. So, oh god, I just realized it's so great to not have such a raspy voice. You can actually fully speak. Oh gosh, is this how you feel all the time? I feel great.
Yeah, like honey.
So I just want to hear. You were right, Bowmin. Everything you've done so far to help the entire team has been good. You did the right thing. You're amazing. Just, I was wrong.
Oh, right. Okay. Is there like a place we can sit down or something for this?
No, we're fine. We're in public. I think everyone deserves to hear us. Actually, frankly, we should wait until the rest of the team's here. But yeah, let's go get some food, and we can wait on your speech.
Cool.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Let's check in with.
Can't beat up Nyx.
Let's check in with Zuzu and Eva. The two of you were trying to find rumors. So what specifically are y'all asking around about?
How do you pronounce it, Ben?
So I actually sent the wrong spelling to the chat. It's spelled with a. Hold on, I will try again. But it is pronounced Scardamp.
Scardamp.
I'm just gonna straight up ask them. I'm just gonna straight up be like, "What's up with Scardamp?" I feel like I don't know. I don't think it really. Sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna ask.
So yeah, you ask around. Go ahead and make either you can both roll once, or one of you can roll with advantage. but you can ask around about if anybody's heard anything about Scardamp Mine, and it would be a persuasion check.
Persuasion, I have plus 15.
Go for it. Oh, definitely go for it.
Plus
I only have a +1.
the highest is an 8. So 15 plus 8.
23. That's still
There you go.
better than I could get.
Great. 23. Yeah, you ask around for a little bit. You do find a woman who says, yeah, my cousin's oh, and I guess y'all would have gone to a location that people would have been gathering in. So let's say you find yourself a nice little tavern that says tavern over the door.
Perfect.
Not the same tavern that says tavern over the door as the one that Bowmin and Nyx are at right
There's
now.
one that's capital letters. There's one that
One
is
that's
just the
lowercase
T. The
letters.
T is the capital. The rest
Yeah,
is just
yeah.
So we're
One's
not
spelled
in the same place.
Tavern, the other
Yeah.
is Tavn.
No, you're not in the same place.
Perfect.
But
Amazing.
there's a woman there that says, yeah, my cousin actually got a job out there. Pay is pay, but mining is hard work. And usually they leave it over to the folks over in Neferktenberg. They do most of the mining, but for whatever reason my cousin thought that he would rather mine than work in the factories, so he got a job out there. I haven't heard from him in quite a while actually, but
What's his name?
my cousin's name, his name is
Yeah, names are real hard now, aren't they?
his name is Killian.
Killian. Okay.
Anyway, he he wrote letters back home. I hear from his parents occasionally. Like I said, he hasn't written in a little bit here, but he wrote about the strangest sort of ores that came out of that mine. They sort of had a slight glow to them. He said he was saying that some of the miners said that if you spend too long around the ore, it makes you a little ill, so best to lock it away in the containers after you mine it out.
Do you know what the ore is that they're mining?
I don't know what it's called. But yes, they are mining this glowing ore. I think in the last letter he said that they had made a breakthrough into a new part of the mine, uncovered a new cavern, new chamber, something like that, and they were gonna investigate it for more ore.
You know where this ore goes to? Just
It is shipped here to the city and then given to the factories, university, Mordenheim, I believe, gets shipments of it. So.
And do you know how long roughly maybe that this mine has been open? Has it always been there?
Scardamp has been in operation for quite a long while. I don't know how long specifically.
Has he mentioned any other dangers or anything?
Well, it's quite remote, so there are, of course, all sorts of dangers out in the wilderness here. Wild animals, the wandering humanoids.
Run that back again.
The wild animals. There's wandering tribes of humanoids.
And those
There's-
humanoids are
humans, gnomes, mostly,
Okay.
just like us.
Okay.
There's also, there are the rumors, of course, of the creature called the Undying, but I think it's just superstitions from the wildlands. We don't take superstition very seriously here in the city. I will say, also around the mountains, sometimes the creatures that live around the mountains have strange aberrations to their form. Extra limbs, extra body parts, usually. Or so I've heard. I haven't spent any time near the mountains. Lived my whole life here in the city. So.
What's the deal with the Undying? I haven't heard that rumor.
Oh, it's just a country superstition. They say a strange creature roams the moors, and no matter how many times the creature is killed, it always seems to return. But again, it's just a superstition from the wilds. I wouldn't put much stock in it. I mean, could you imagine the dead coming back to life? Ridiculous.
Pretty crazy, yeah. Elina, any more questions?
Oh, you're talking to me. I forgot my name was Elina for a second. It's been a weird day. No, I don't think I have any questions.
Okay. And what was your name?
Oh, yes. My name is Lucia.
Great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You leave her to her meal. Anything else from the two of you?
No, I just need to get used to that being my name because I was fully listening and I still was like, you're definitely not talking to me.
I do want to go back to Luciel and just say one quick question, actually. Just because you seem to, know so much about the area and stuff. And then I'm just gonna quietly say, have you heard of a wizard named Fearin at all?
Wizards. Ridiculous. That name, what was it?
Fearin?
Fearin. There is a man who recently did take over the bookstore verbatim. It's near the university. I think he goes by that name. A wizard.
Thank you. And I'm gonna slip her 10 gold pieces. Because I'm
Wow.
determined to get rid of all of Artie's money now that he said this is only some of it.
Well, if you are looking to offload any more coin, I am happy to answer any questions you have. You can find me there most days at meal times.
That's great.
What a good life.
Great. Going over to our last group, which is Kelly and Kyra. Two of you are trying to find lodging.
Yes.
So either you can each roll once, or one of you can roll with advantage. But either investigation or persuasion checks.
Investigation is okay for me.
Do that with advantage.
Oh, I rolled the same thing,
Well,
but it's not bad. That's a 23.
23. With a 23, you are easily enough able to find information about inns in town. None of them, you sort of stop by a couple, all of them look really, really bad, really, really trashy. But the one that looks the least trashy is an inn titled The Shaggy Sea.
Well,
This might be as good as we can get.
yeah, I don't know if it's gonna live up to Artemis's standards. I don't even know if it lives up to Jinarra's standards. But
Well, to be honest, I don't think it lives up to mine, and I've stayed in some rough locations. But
this is the best we got. Should we go inquire about rooms? How many
this
do you
is the
think we
best
need?
we've got.
2? 3? 1?
We'll see what they have, and
Yeah.
Yeah, you enter. Person behind the counter is an older human man who sort of says, "Oh, hello, welcome to the Shaggy Sea."
Nyx makes a big deal about putting her elbows firmly on the counter. Hello, sir.
I assume you're here to inquire about lodging.
We are.
yes. How many rooms do you have available?
Well, how many people are in your party?
We've got
6.
6.
6. Okay. So, in the attic are the communal beds, so you can stay up there. That's the cheapest option. Or if you want private rooms, each has 2 beds in them. So for a party of 6, that would be 3 rooms. So if you and how many days will you be staying?
I
Maybe
think-
2?
Oh yeah, 2. 2 nights.
2 nights. Very well, very well. So if you do the a general shared sort of lodging space, then anyone can stay in.
Oh no, we would need the private rooms, please.
Very well. I won't even tell you the price for that.
Well, what would the price be, just for curiosity's sake?
Uh,
I don't want to.
Jinarra,
Yeah, I know. I just want to know what the price is. What's the price? I'm just curious.
1 gold piece for the lodging.
Okay.
For 3 rooms, 3 private rooms, 2 nights. That would be quick math.
How much is it per room per night?
Just give me a second here.
can we get a group discount?
I'm just bad at math. Give me a
How
second.
much is it per night?
Give me a second. Using the calculator.
I don't think we
Okay.
even want to stay here. The innkeeper is very
Four.
grouchy.
No, we do, because then we can shortchange him.
4 gold pieces, 8 silver pieces.
4 gold, 8 silver. Okay.
Okay,
Um.
we'll take the 3 rooms.
Yeah.
Very well. Either of you can hand over the currency, and he passes over room keys.
What was it?
Sorry.
4 gold, 8
4
silver.
gold, 8 silver.
Do you want to split it? Or you know what? You know what? Jinarra's got it. Trust me, Jinarra's got it.
Okay.
Spend my
The-
coin.
Gives you the room keys. Says he points to a narrow, rickety staircase behind him and says, "You can find your rooms up on the 2nd floor."
Cool. Jinarra willingly and gladly takes the keys quickly,
Great.
without any kind of struggle.
Great. Excellent. And your transaction with him is done. Anything else from the two of you?
I want to go
Is there-
check out the rooms.
Yeah.
Is there anyone in the lobby area? Like, is
Nope.
it like a tavern thingy, or
Nope.
is it just a inn?
Just an inn.
Okay. Yeah, we can go check out the rooms and see what
Yeah, you make your way upstairs.
stellar accommodations
That's
we
right.
got.
You make your way upstairs. You open up the rooms. Very, very small rooms. Basically just large enough to fit the two beds, which are actually stacked on top of each other's bunk beds. So
Fun!
there's a room that's just big enough for bunk beds and a small bedside table. And one of them has a window which overlooks the street.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Elina, do you think you need to sleep normally?
Well, I don't sleep, but since I'm in Penny's body, I would guess
Do
that
you know how to sleep?
I would assume that it's similar to the meditation state.
Mm.
But
And all the times I've tried
I suppose we'll
meditating,
find out.
your brain does like everything.
I should probably talk to Jinarra about the not having to sleep thing.
I should probably talk to Jinarra about her dreams.
Oh. I mean, maybe since it's your brain, you won't get them, and since she won't have to sleep, she may get a break.
That would be best case scenario. That would be best case scenario.
Well, I guess we'll find out tonight.
Yep.
This is very strange.
Yeah. Should we? I don't know. That didn't take very long.
No. Maybe we could take a walk around and see if there's shops that we might want to visit.
Tavern.
Yeah.
There is
See-
another place. It's a chain.
See what see what kind of wares are available around in this city.
Yeah.
Although, I would keep our weapons on us.
Yeah, I mean, you're able to like sort of look around. You do find, yeah, you basically could buy any sort of general goods. I would say that in terms of like, if you are looking to buy stuff, there's no magic item shops in the city. But there are alchemists, so you could probably find somebody that sells some potions. You don't know what their selection would be, but you've got that option. General, like I said, general equipment type stuff. Also mining equipment, is sold at some shops. Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for anything, I can tell. If you're looking for anything specific, I can tell you whether or not you could find it. But just as a general overview, not a lot of magic items, with the exception of potions. But the way the people in the city, the way the people in this area seem to have reacted to everything magic related, they would probably be offended if you suggested that the potions were magical. They would tell you, no, it's science. But
Yeah, not looking for anything specific, just trying to figure out what
Yeah.
we would be able
Yeah.
to find if
So
we needed something.
We're window shopping.
Yeah.
There's definitely options. It is, it's a
If-
big city. None of the shops are huge, but there are plenty of them.
If it's possible, could I just try to like listen to what the people around are like talking about? Like what's the vibe of
Yeah.
Roll
the-
for vibe check.
Yeah.
roll for vibe check, please.
Yeah. Your choice, insight or perception.
We'll
And
do perception.
okay, great.
There is 16.
16. You hear a lot of people just generally talking about like, another tough day at the factory, that sort of thing. You hear somebody complaining that the steam vents in their apartment have given out, but the landlord won't fix them. So they don't have any heat right now. You hear a couple of people debating about whether or not to sell their flesh rights. And somebody says, I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to use my body after I die. And the other person says, yeah, but I hear they do really weird things with the body. And then the first person says, well, yeah, but I also hear they dig your body up if you don't sell your flesh rights anyway, so you might as well make a little coin off of it. So you get that. You overhear that exchange. You hear people talk, complaining about various, wealthy people here and there. You hear somebody say, like, if Baron von Aubecker would bother showing his face around town, maybe, and conversation fades away. That's the general vibe-wise. These people seem very somewhat downtrodden, but fairly complacent about it. It's hard life here. Factories are the main source of employment. Lots of complaining about the upper classes, particularly about this Baron who seems to be in charge, but never, ever bothers actually coming into town. And you hear some people talking about the university and rumors about the weird experiments they do there. So.
All right, cool. Should we head back to the square and meet up with our friends?
So far away right now. It's not important. I don't normally notice this stuff, so yeah, no, we can go. Also, look at how long steps are. And Nyx is just like going like this.
Okay.
Perfect. Everybody meets back up back in the square. There you go. You're all back together.
We got a boat. Well, we know a person to ask about a boat.
Yeah.
Cool. We got a room at an inn, or 3 of them, but
Yeah. We went to this place, tavern, too, for lunch.
Oh, yeah.
You guys ate lunch?
Yeah.
probably should have done that.
Yeah.
We also were at tavern, but we didn't see that.
We didn't see you.
We didn't see you there either.
As you look around, you see there are 2 other taverns. Neither of them are the same one that you were in, that both just say tavern above them.
Nice.
In the square.
Oh.
Creative naming.
We didn't learn much except for glowy rocks in the mine that are not good when you're with them for a long time, that goes to the factories and the university, the lab, and people don't really know what they're for. And it's they didn't say this, but there's also animals with weird deformities in the woods, which is maybe by the rocks, because of the rocks. Also this thing called the Undying, which is a creature that cannot die, that's wandering around the moors. So that's something we can look forward to.
And like groups of humanoids. I'm not sure why
No.
that was worth mentioning, but apparently it was worth mentioning.
You got the sense that when she was describing them to you, she was basically saying like, oh yeah, there's these wild people that live out in the moors. But they're
Oh,
not
amazing.
civilized like us.
Colonialism. Ah, okay.
Oh,
I
there
get it.
we go.
Yeah.
Well, we have the rooms. I don't think they'll be very much
They're bunk beds, guys.
they're quite
I've never
small.
been able to be on the top bunk of a bunk bed.
Oh, this is gonna be terrible.
This is gonna be amazing.
You won't have to sleep anymore, Jinarra.
Right. Do I just like, what do you do? Do you just like stare at the wall?
Normally I'll find a quiet place to sit,
Okay.
and just meditate. The best way to describe it, I'd say, is dissociation a bit.
Oh. I usually do that when I have a punching bag in front of me, not when I'm just sitting there, but I think I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. I have to sleep now, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You won't do much of it though.
What?
You'll try to sleep, but you won't.
Oh. Okay.
Sometimes counting sheep helps.
That
Or
counting
warm
sheep.
milk.
What do you mean count sheep?
You like imagine sheep jumping over in you close your eyes, you picture sheep jumping over your bed and you count them.
What if they fall on you?
Over your bed? I've never pictured
What?
them over your bed.
Oh, I do.
Whoa. I'm gonna try that tonight.
Why sheep?
I don't know. That's just what my mom told me to do.
Okay.
Well,
Or
if Mrs.
sometimes-
Leffery said to do it, then we should definitely do it.
I just count and see how high up I can get.
Counting.
That's legitimately what I do sometimes to fall asleep.
Usually,
Not
I
so
just think of
fast, it helps.
every terrible thing that's ever happened to me and every terrible thing
That's
that
when
happened
I
to
start
me.
to count.
Or sometimes I just think about when my mom died, or when Octavia left me, or all the bad fights I've been in, any of that.
Why don't you guys
Oh.
just drink?
Yeah, that's what I do. I typically just throw down my 5 flasks full of whiskey, and then usually at that point, I usually just naturally fall asleep.
Bowmin,
Oh,
do
man.
not drink anything in this body. I
would
you.
I would say stop
You
at
will
3.
kill her.
No. I'm fine. But maybe stop at 3.
Yeah.
Just so that it's not too much
well,
in the morning.
Well, in my body, I did start with 3, and then I went to 4 because that's what stopped the terrors. But and 5 was just for good measure.
Maybe try 2. If that doesn't work, go to 3. But 3 should probably be your like limit before you're like not gonna feel good in the next.
I'm gonna start drinking now.
I feel like if you haven't been already, are you not
That's a good point.
feeling a bit,
I've been panicked. Somewhere in here is alcohol.
It's most pockets, like every pocket.
Perfect.
Just reach into one of them.
Thank you.
The way of the drunken master, and that's still way more than I would ever drink.
Well, you weren't in the army. Oh my man. Those guys could drink. Oh man. And girls. And amorphous blobs.
With that, is there anything else that anybody wants to try to accomplish today, or are y'all gonna just go sort of, try to go back to your rooms and get settled?
I think
guess
we
we
all
should-
need some time to decompress because we're still in
Yeah.
a crazy situation.
Yeah, we can say y'all spend the rest of the day sort of just adjusting, decompressing, get some dinner, go back to the rooms, try to settle in for the night. The beds aren't super comfortable.
Did we
Blankets are a little
secure
stretchy.
our
Request.
boat?
You have a request.
I want to share a room with
Yeah, how are we
Jinarra,
dividing the
Elina.
rooms?
Okay.
Okay,
I'm nervous.
great.
Oh,
Who else is in a room together then?
I don't care where I go. I just want a top bunk.
yeah, I don't care.
Penny
I
and
think the bed's
Penny and
full.
Artemis's bodies, but
Penny and Elina.
Penny and Elina. Mine.
Penny and Penny?
Penny and Penny. Penny's.
Okay, great. Okay. Everybody goes, settles into bed for the night.
I don't like those.
And you know, as we close out tonight's episode, I'll just have, you know, 3 little quick little stingers here, which we'll do more in full next time. Nyx Jinarra, we'll start with you. You know, you sort of talk with actual Jinarra for a while, like just trying to like prepare yourself for the oncoming nightmares.
Potential oncoming.
Potential
nightmares.
oncoming nightmares. But eventually, after the ordeal that today has been, you settle in and after a while, eventually fall asleep. And in your dreams, you see a burning city and a red dragon peers down at you. Well, good evening. Nice of you to come back. Cutting over to.
Do I have to remain in this dream? Like, does Nyx's brain try to get out of it?
Just
Okay. I
doing
guess
this
so.
next time.
Okay.
Cutting over to the Penny room. Penny in Artemis's body, you take a while to get settled, but eventually sleep finds you. And in your dream, you find yourself in a dark room, and a silver flame blazes before you, and you hear a voice say, "Who are you?" And lastly, Elina, you are struggling to fall asleep because you've never done this before.
It's very weird.
And as you toss and turn on one side, and you see someone that looks a lot like Penny standing there. She says, "Penny, please. You have to stop this. We have to stop your friends." And that's where we'll end tonight's episode.
I was going to give you questions to ask her. Shit.
No more secrets.
Thanks for playing, everyone. Thank you all for watching. And we'll be back next week with continued body swap madness. Have a good night, everyone.